Well, why don't you
We all
just
are.
first identify yourself on tape then?
My name is Edward P. Ryan Jr. I represent Mr. Mihos,
How do you explain these charges?
a vindictive woman who's looking to gain an advantage in a divorce case.
His daughter was also present when this allegedly happened,
His
calls
da-
him a monster.
Well, look, I can't account for parental alienation or things of that nature. I think that the probate and family court is going to have to deal with it. I think it's despicable that any parent, pro or con, would allow a child to speak in that fashion about their father or mother. As far as this case goes, Mr. Mihos entered a plea of not guilty. As I've said before, he did not assault his wife, and we fully expect that after a jury trial he'll be acquitted.
Are you saying his daughter lied about this?
Well, his daughter's testimony at the clerk's hearing was equivocal at best, and she didn't testify as to seeing anything happen. She came into the room after the events, and the testimony of the wife was quite clear. She was the aggressor in this situation. There is no doubt in my mind that when the jury hears all the facts, there'll be an acquittal in this case.
Ed, can you talk about how these charges have affected your client? I mean, we're used to covering Christy as a voice, concern against the big dig, as a gubernatorial candidate, as a credible voice. How do these charges affect Christy Mihos?
Well, the charges are very painful. It's very painful to go through a divorce. It's even more painful to go through a divorce where your children have been influenced to say extremely negative things. And quite frankly, Christy has always conducted himself in my presence and with me as a gentleman. I think he's very troubled by the existence of these criminal charges. He's embarrassed by the existence of these criminal charges, but he knows in his heart that he's innocent, and he's going to have to see the process through. He believes in the process.
What do you think about the appointment of a special prosecutor?
That came as a surprise to me this morning, but then again, I believe there may have been a pre-existing relationship with the current district attorney, and it's probably prudent for him to avoid any taint or suggestion that perhaps he did Christy a favor, that he's just having a special prosecutor come in the case. It's not unusual. I've had other cases in other counties where for one reason or another a district attorney decided to bring in a special prosecutor.
What is the motivation here on her part?
Oh, well, like I said, I think it's to gain an advantage in a divorce case. I think she's an angry woman. I mean, this woman has said that Christy Mihos has ruined the family finances, but she spent the past 2.5 years controlling all of the money, every single dime. And quite frankly, all of that's going to come out in the probate and family court proceedings. She has squandered a lot of money.
He had some money, though, to go out to dinner with prostitutes.
No, that's not true. She's made allegations, and we contend that it's not true. There's no sex involved. There's no payment for sex involved. He has addressed those issues in other forums, and she is simply, in a hyperbolic way, made these accusations that, quite frankly, aren't true.
But he had some money to go out to dinner.
$400 or $500. I think that was his public statement.
Just once.
She buys $30,000 pocketbooks. Okay, she flies private airlines as opposed to commercial jets. We're talking millions versus peanuts. We're talking a woman who was so desperately afraid of the truth coming out in that divorce proceeding, she'd do just about anything to cause that case to be over before the truth comes out.
So she's the free spender in this case?
Yes.
What did you say last time, like a drunken sailor? Remember that?
I do remember that, Kyle. You've got a good memory.
Sorry, Ed.
Well, I felt bad for the drunken sailor, quite frankly.
Christy, is there anything you can say?
You really
just
can't say
briefly?
anything in a criminal case. Maybe at the probate with the probate and family court, but he's not speaking now on my instruction, and we just can't allow him to talk at this point in time. Here, okay?
Regardless of the outcome, are you afraid of what this has done to your image? Do you think too much has come out to sort of repair?
Well, you know, it's up to you people in terms of image. Images are shaped sometimes by the stories that reporters write and the things people say on TV. In the United States of America, a person charged with a crime is innocent until proven guilty. I don't think this man should be accused, should be deemed to be guilty. Obviously, it hurts anyone's image to be charged with a criminal offense.
Going back to the whole dinner with these women, you know, how do people believe that you pay so much money, you go out to dinner, nothing else happens? How do you explain that to the average person at home saying, that's a lot of money?
Well, quite frankly, it's not that much money, number one. And number two, that's the truth. And three, we really don't have to explain that to the average person. People are going to believe or disbelieve whatever they want to. The truth of the matter is, Christy Mihos was not involved with prostitutes or call girls or whatever else she's accused them of doing in a sexual way. It's absolutely untrue. This man is a gentleman. That's it. Okay.
Have a good day.
We'll see you guys.
Have a good day, sir. Have a good day.